Far away.
But you have to go away from the camera shots. Right, so we left Veracruz.
Yep, so from Veracruz along the seafront, we took this road out to there. Turn right, these were really straight roads, but fantastic scenery. Then we came into Tuxtepec and we basically stayed in the middle there. The scale of this map is not big enough to show where we went. Overnight in there, back out, followed this road down.
Awesome road.
Yeah, it really doesn't look that awesome on here, but it was really, really windy. Fantastic road. And yeah, into there, just north of Oaxaca. Beautiful place.
Oops, daisy.
Well, it didn't really work.
Well, no, the camera's too close. But anyway, I did a twirl. That's the main thing. Oh, no, does he know?
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were supposed to have done this yesterday because we got here yesterday, didn't we?
We did.
And then we kind of didn't leave here this morning, did we?
No. Over breakfast, we just decided, you know what, we'll stay again.
We're good at that. It's our speciality. Yesterday was a kind of a boring day on the road, wasn't it?
Speak to the camera.
I'm telling you.
I'd rather you do.
Yesterday was a kind of boring day on the road, as in it wasn't a very exciting road. It was the Libra, so it wasn't the toll road. So the road wasn't overly exciting. There didn't seem to be any dirt roads that would connect or anything like that. Quite often, both the sat-navs will send us onto a dirt road, won't they?
Yep, and it was
Nothing.
straight for miles
Pretty
on
straight.
end. Pretty straight for miles on end, ups and downs.
And I was really tired yesterday. I think all that walking we did the day before, I felt really tired. I really wasn't on it yesterday. I didn't feel great. But despite the boring road, we saw lots of what?
Sugarcane lorries.
And very, very full sugarcane lorries.
They really were. They're amazing. It's like someone had got a massive game of pickup sticks and just shoved it in on top of a lorry.
Yeah.
And it was the sticks that was all holding it all together.
Take one out, the whole lot would come crashing down.
There were some that were coming towards us that I took right over to the right-hand side of our lane
Came in
because
front of me,
they were
didn't you?
falling out, the stuff falling over the
Well,
side.
you got to the topes, and all around the topes were just covered in bits of sugarcane.
Yep, crushed
Because
sugar
they go
cane.
over the thing, and no matter how slow they go, boing, out it comes. As well as the lorries, though, full of sugarcane, all overloaded. What did we see?
Tractor.
How many? Tractors.
Tractors.
Several tractors, at least 3 or 4, I think. And they were just, well,
Well, they had 4 trailers behind them. I'd love to see them trying to reverse those.
yeah, 4
I
quite
don't
big
think
trailers.
They would. There were 4 big trailers.
Um,
Yeah, but the lorries were... You kept saying to me, that front cab of that lorry looks really strange. Basically, they were so overweight, the front wheels were barely touching the ground.
yeah.
The front cab on the shocks was right up in the air. And then the sugar cane sitting on top of that was again twice the height
And it
of
came
the
over
cab.
the top. We kept saying they looked like woolly mammoths. You said they looked like woolly mammoths, didn't you? I said, oh, there's another woolly mammoth coming along. So we should have some video clips of them. We'll just pop them on and let you see. be.
No.
Because the name on the wall is completely different to what's in booking.com. That's helpful. And it was cheap, wasn't it? About 20 quid.
Yeah, about £20 a night.
Including breakfast for two.
And I have to say, the breakfast alone, you'd pay £10 a head easily.
Well,
just for breakfast alone.
I think we paid just over $20 per 20 pesos for breakfast the other morning. This food was better than that cafe.
Yes.
Definitely. And so much of it. It was just a feast. We haven't eaten anything all day. I had a packet of crisps at lunchtime.
Yeah, and the host sat with us, watching us eating, which was a little disturbing.
Well, that was slightly our fault, I think, because
I think we're supposed to have breakfast here in the room, but we piled the table.
The guy came in with a tablecloth and another chair, because we only had one chair yesterday, and they went out again. I think he was going to set the table all nice for us with a tablecloth, but he couldn't because it's just covered in helmets and bags and tank bags, and so we actually got invited into the dining room.
Yeah, which was nice, because actually we then spent a good hour or so just chatting to our host via Google Translate.
Yeah. I was using a bit of
various bits and pieces.
Spanish. She was trying the odd English word, and the rest of it we put on Google Translate.
Yeah.
And I had a good old discussion about politics, the world wide over, and how this country's run. The room, we walked in, and we thought,
it's tight. There's holes in the ceiling.
It's holes in the ceiling. The walls are cracked.
Paint's flaking off.
It's got a little bit damp in places.
Serious issue of rising damp. I have to say, it's clean.
Very, very clean. Can't fault them on that.
And the piece de resistance is the iron. We don't have a toilet seat, but we do have an iron. But no ironing board.
And a fridge. We haven't used the fridge. There were 2 bottles of water in the fridge for us, which was nice. But also, the beds are really comfortable. We had a really good night's sleep last night, apart from...
Now is it
up in
I think it's up in the hole. Gecko in the hole.
It like the window. Somebody tapping on the window. The gecko's tapping on the window.
Gecko up there.
Oh, we better not come in. They move quickly, geckos. I don't mind them. I prefer a gecko to a scorpion. But,
geckos aren't going to cause us any grief at all.
So actually, then we had this wonderful breakfast. Sat chatting to her this morning, and we kind of looked at each other and said, "Should we just stay another night?" We're not in a rush. We're heading down to Puerto Escondido. We're not in a rush. And
kind of snoozed all day.
Yeah, we both just felt a bit, I don't know why, we're both feeling a bit yucky, but nothing wrong with us, we just feel yucky, I think. So we just had a quiet day, so we'll crack on tomorrow. So yeah, so we've had 2 nights here in, I should tell them where we are, Tuxtepec, something like that. Tuxtepec. Right, I'm going to twirl away.
Oof.
finished filming me in my privacy.
In your privacy?
Yes.
Well, you weren't being very private. I was able to film
There's
you.
nowhere private here, and you said have a little wee by the bike. So I did,
Yeah.
and then you turned the camera on. You're not seeing that, everybody. It's not going to be published.
It did actually look. It was a good composition.
Was it?
It was a well composed image.
So I'll put that as the cover, and then everyone will click on the video. We'll suddenly have 50,000 views because I've got my bum out of my way.
You
No,
can't actually see anything.
not happening. Anyway, we've just come up. Moving on. I think I'm being bitten.
Yeah, we've just come up. Well, these things they
Are they
bite
biting
through
me?
these.
I'm just nipping there, but I can't see
No,
it.
they're not biting you. They're boobles.
Right. Obviously, all that will go in. Just come up this road. We're going on the way to Oaxaca. How do you pronounce it? Oaxaca.
Started at about 150 metres. We're now at 1,400 metres.
Yeah.
And it's been non-stop twisty all the way up.
Brilliant.
With potholes,
With potholes. I haven't
which
managed
aren't so brilliant.
I haven't managed to stand up for the filming much, so you'll get what you get because it's not easy when you're doing the hairpin bends to
No,
stand
because
up.
they're just tight. They're just bend
Yeah.
after bend after bend.
Oh, it's not that they're bending, they're either uphill or downhill or on
Yeah.
the camber.
Yeah.
So,
Or potholes.
let me get out.
Go away, fly.
Sorry, there's a fly trying to land on my camera hand.
I'm trying to bite your hand.
So this has been a really good road.
We're not finished yet.
No, when we looked yesterday,
Arguably, we've got about another 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours at least, because we're losing time, although we're going faster than the sat-nav speed limit says, so that doesn't make sense, but we're losing time. But we've got about 2.5 hours to go, so that's probably 3 to 3.25.
Yeah.
Probably add half an hour
We've
on.
already done an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yeah, we did look for accommodation. We don't go far. So we did look for accommodation. There's literally nothing. I can see why now.
No.
We've come right up the mountain.
Yeah.
There's nothing here,
No.
is there? We haven't even passed any that just say...
No, it's beautiful. This is the first lay-by we found. And it's grim. It is absolutely
grim.
covered in rubbish.
Toilet paper.
Um,
I've taken mine with me, by the way.
yeah.
But yeah, great road. So we shall carry on.
Great road. Need to crack on. It's 21 degrees, but that sun feels hot.
It's really hot.
So it's hotter than 21
We
degrees in
left
the
in
sun.
30, didn't we?
Yeah, it got up to
Pretty much 30.
degrees.
Before 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But now we're up high, it's a bit cooler, which is a bit nicer.
It's nice to get the air through.
Yes, so we should crack on. You're going to
should
twirl
crack
away?
on.
Do a little twirl
Do you want
away.
me to twirl
you
away?
twirl and then go that direction.
Twirl away.
But you have to go away from the camera shots. How
twirl.
hard is it? You twirl away, not twirl in. Twirl in the shot.
away.
Twirl away.
Twirl away.
Away. Off you go.
Twirling away.
He does everything so slowly.
I do it for effect.
You walk slow. Anyway, let's go. Just had an awesome encounter, haven't we?
Yes. Oh, excuse me. Out of breath.
We're out high up here. We're out of breath. We're not going to make it up these high places.
We're
in
nearly
South America.
3,000 metres. So.
We pants. We're going to be useless in South America.
Yeah.
But we've just had the most awesome encounter. We came up the road and we thought, oh, what a spectacular view. We need to find somewhere to stop. Saw these buildings. Thought, right, we'll pull in here. Then saw the adventure bike, the BMW.
GS 1200. Yeah.
I thought, oh, tourers. Pulled in beside them. They'd been for a walk up here. They're two Mexicans, live in Yucatan, Eduardo and Carla.
Yeah.
And they're just doing a loop around for 10 days.
10 days.
Up to down to the coast, up to Veracruz. They're doing what we're doing, but we're doing the opposite directions. And then
Obviously, we swapped details.
swap details, and he said, when you get to Yucatan, you must call me,
Yeah.
and they'll show us around.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. So that's where the flamingos
Brilliant.
are.
Yeah.
So
He says
he
it's
speaks
hot
English.
though.
He says it's hot. So we're a little bit worried
We're a
already.
bit worried about the heat already.
But yeah, he speaks English, and I've been trying my Spanish, so that was quite good. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Really nice people.
Yes.
And
Eduardo and Carla.
Eduardo and Carla, lovely to meet you. Oh, absolutely awesome. And we should
Brilliant.
hopefully see you in 2-3 weeks or so.
Yes.
Can you see the lizard? Can you see him? He's letting me get really close. There he goes. Did you see him then? There he goes. Come over all tired suddenly, really struggling, so we've pulled over for another break, but we've seen lots of these and checking there's no one in there. Seen lots of these, but we haven't actually showed you any yet. You get these little kind of mini chapels on the side of the road. Maybe they're just little chapels for people up here they're all over the place. Just randomly at the side of the road. You can stop here, but very often you can't stop. And we must wonder whether there are shrines to different people, or people have died, or whether there are places for people to come. I don't know, we'd have to look that up. So that's where we stopped. It's quite a nice picture, isn't it? We just got that completely wrong. We were trying to overtake a truck and we went to go round him on a straight bit, but there's a tope along it, which was fine. We kind of bounced over the tope, but the selfie stick flew out of Carl's tank bag, so he's just gone back to try and see if it's in one piece and still there. We saw it bouncing along the road, so he's gone to look for the selfie stick. Here he comes. What's happened to it? Is it one bit?
Yeah,
Right, you have to shout.
It's in one bit, it just got a bit flattened,
It's got some war wounds.
bit beaten up. It's alright. Oh, I'm hot now.
Now the lorry's in front of us again.
You stay there.
Right, let's try and get here. Now we get to the hellish part of the day, finding somewhere to stay. little bit pricey compared to the last couple of nights. The last week we paid about 20 quid a night for accommodation. But you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
And look at it, it's absolutely stunning. It's really nice. The little touches. She's tied up the water bottles. I mean, why? You don't need to do that. She's tied them up with a little bit of crepe paper, a little bit of tissue paper and a bit of string. Lovely. We've got, not that I wear makeup, but there's those things there. We've got a kettle. You don't get a kettle ever anywhere in Mexico. But yeah, fantastic. And the bathroom is so gorgeous. So we've got, look at that, all hand-painted ceramic bowl. It's really nice. Shelves just stuck in the concrete there. Really quirky shower basin. And it's just really, really nice. Really nice. What are you looking at?
Oh, so
another hook. Hooks galore. We had no hooks at all in the last place. Oh, excuse my hair. I've had a helmet here all day. I haven't had a shower because we've got to dash out to eat now because it's quite late. It's getting up. It's gone 7. I don't know, something like that. So this is going to be fantastic. It's 7:30. This is going to be fantastic for a couple of nights. Anyway, got to go and find some food.